What's going on, guys? Standing out here in the sun so you guys can see me a lot better because it is pretty dark over there. Today we are going to be doing several things. First and foremost, I got to pull off the gear stack on the GSR transmission that I picked up because the hub synchro spring was just hanging out in the transmission when we opened it up yesterday, and my buddy at the shop has one lying around from a bunch of spare transmission he has, so he is going to install the hub spring for me, and that way I can you know, close this transmission back up and get it all prepped and cleaned. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen in this video today, the cleaning portion of it, but I want to get that out of the way. I already spoke with Kerry. He's interested in buying it for sure next week, so I got to have that ready. Second thing I want to do today is Eric with the EK with the blue seats I installed a few days ago or a week ago. He took the seats off to clean his carpet and somehow got the seat to misalign. So he's going to come by. We're going to make adjustments so that way he can sit centered in his seat again to the steering wheel. Once we square that up, we are going to be pulling the cover off the wagon to get it all cleaned up, put my Spoon Sports back on because it has the wet sports in the front from a burnout video that I did for closing out 2017 that you guys have not seen, and actually I'll throw in a clip right now. So yeah, that was supposed to be a part of the 2017 year recap video, but never really made one about it. So gotta swap the wheels, my motor's in the back, gotta pull that out and clean the interior up because in 2 days out here at our local mall they are gonna have a super street with the street being STEAT, eat, like there's gonna be food trucks and stuff out there. I'll put the little flyer right here, and I want to bring the wagon out. So Micros Energy EG, the charcoal gray one, went $9.90 at 150. Stock B16 right here. Stock sleeve, no block guard, piston rod setup. And for all the non-believers, here's the block number. Proof. Stock sleeve B16. I think it's holding the record right now up here in Northern California for the fastest stock 1.6 turbo. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but his seat somehow went crooked, and all he did was take out the bolts to clean his carpet, and that's how I went back in. So what I'm going to do... Oh. Damn, that shit hurts.
Not metal, though.
Yeah, at least it's not metal. Shit.
Shit, the metal people have the metal.
Well, I'm having slashes in my leg. So all I'm going to do is pretty much unbolt it, readjust it, and then try to get it to sit straight again. Oh, you can see it already. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. The car, it sat 100% straight when he left the house. He took it off and pretty much just vacuumed the carpet and put everything back in. The seat was super leaning. You can't tell, but it's nice and straight now. Same goes for the passenger side. It makes no sense how it just went crooked. So all I did was add washer while he was sitting on the seat and told me if it was sitting straight for him again. So fully bolted and straight for both sides. On to the next. Oh, look at this. This is not wide enough for me to get out. Non-reclinable seat problems. What is this? 3-inch polishing only pad, right? With delete compound from studs bikes. That was like 1 minute, and I haven't even used the revive yet. But I kind of wanted to show him my dad shooting in the backyard. Yeah, BB gun. But that's just to show him how fast and effective that in combination with this is, because he thought I was going to use a pad, but I got the gun, you know what I'm saying, because sponsored by my last job. So I'm just going to finish that one up real quick, maybe do a second pass to see if it'll become any more shinier, and then we'll seal it with the revive and possibly wax. Who knows? But less than 5 minutes, we got clear headlights again. I was chilling here for an hour or so, just chopping it up with Eric. If you guys want to check out his channel name is Speed Devotion Racing. I'll put his link in the description below. I told him, you know, man, if you want to just kick out some videos and just kind of share your passion like I am with everybody, put it on your channel, let people enjoy it. Just some words of encouragement, you know, just record it on your phone if that's all you got, and just post it up, and you know, just even if nobody watches it or whatever the case is, it's always nice to look back at it and you know, enjoy those moments when it occurred, and then you can delete it off your phone like what I used to do before the GoPro. But anyways, his channel will be in the description below. I am going to wrap it up for tonight because, like I mentioned, I don't want to stay out here working in the dark anymore, you know. And I'll continue tomorrow. I need to move this car out, start taking in some side work so I can make some side funds and also get people ready to go to the track. So with that being said, I am also hungry, and we'll continue this tomorrow. So I was going to start my day off by installing the ignition switch in the CRX, but I drove it around today and it works just fine. It's not the cell lights coming on every single time, the fuel pump's kicking on every time. It's a mystery. I don't know. So I threw my brand new ignition switch in the CRX in case it does die on me anywhere else. I'll have the ignition switch to swap it out then and there. So I am going to run my DA on the passenger side, and I got the boot for this guy. I still need to go buy another one because I bought one to try, and if it fits, then I'll go get the other one. If not, then exchange it and find another one that fits. The DA shaft, you can see it's a lot bigger than this guy, so I don't know if the one that I got will work, but I did get the smaller boot of the two because I didn't measure this, although I did measure this, and this is 79 millimeters and this is 84. These two are identical, so I'm not worried about that. But I did go buy it right here. I got a doorman boot. So what I did was I came home. I'm gonna try that one so I can guesstimate which one I need for the other end, or if that one will work or not, then get the correct one, then get the clamp at a different store. I also bought a 2.5 3-inch transition and an extra 3-inch pipe because I wasn't sure if I had any extra around the house. This 2.5 is pretty much going to go to this right here, and then obviously 3-inch out the bumper. I took out the boot, grinded down the straps and cut the boot right down the middle, as Eric the car guy would say, and took out the bearings, cleaned them, cleaned the inside of this joint right here. And you're supposed to take off the C-clips or whatever to take this joint off here so you can slide the boot on, whatever the case. Bro, this shit is fucking welded on here. Like whoever put this car together right here, they literally DIY, like MacGyvered this shit. Cause this, I've never seen this before. What clips? Might have to just junk this axle unless I can get the boot over it, cause I ain't trying to take that one out. This one is alright, and the reason why I bought a new one for this side is because it hyperextended, so I wanted to get this to seat back in, and to also change the boot, because you can see how much it is torn up, and then that will result in this right there. My problem is this car, the last owner utilized the stock Prelude mounts, right? So we don't know how much further this way or that way this motor sits in this car, opposed to buying like Hasport and then buying Hasport axles or hybrid axles, or same thing with the ESP mount kit and then using their axle setup. This, like I said, man, they welded that joint right there, and that's really screwing me up right now. This right here is my K series. This goes in the hub. This goes into the half shaft, except this is longer by, I would probably say, about an inch or so. You can see the difference right here. And just getting ideas, and I just realized now that this also has new boots on it, but I said fuck it, I'm gonna send it. And what I did was I pretty much stretched the freaking boot very, very carefully over this joint right here without tearing it, and I was able to get it slid onto the shaft, you know, putting a condom on the shaft. And I am pretty much just gonna reuse that one, go to the store, get another boot, or I might even just take that one if it's the same diameter. I'll just take it off of that one and stick it on that one over there with like hella zip ties or something. So according to Eric the car guy, these bearings have two different lengths on the edges. This is a lot longer than this one, and when you put this on the joint before putting this on there, you have to face this in the correct side so it could slide into the joint, right? Because if you put it on the long side, it won't even go in at all. So I'm gonna pack that, put these bearings back on, and then put it all back together. I didn't buy the strap pliers, but I seen some DIYs on how you could just pull it, bend it, and then, you know, strap it down how it should. Got that boot on, installed, and then I took off the passenger side to change the boot out. Right, I'm using RSX boot, still fairly new, and it's cleaning all the grease off, getting ready to put the new boot on, and the passenger side seems to be welded as well. That's freaking awesome. And then they machined the top. Like, whatever. I'll just do the same thing I did over there, and then we'll get this all reinstalled. So I'm gonna insert a picture right here. And this right here is the previous height of my CRX, 3 inch in the rear and 1 in the front. So what I am doing right now is I removed the top hat off the suspension on the car, because this right here, when you take it off without it, you know, in the car, probably gonna shoot your hand off. So took the top hat off and I cut another inch in hopes of getting a 2-inch gap in the front and making a top hat equal, because I think this one was a 1/4 inch taller, and one side of the car was a different height than the other side. So I cut this off right here. It's about 1 inch, and before I weld this guy back together like so, this is super unsafe because this welds can break from being too damn stiff, but YOLO. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one taken off, and also cut to length like this guy, and then we're gonna weld it if I got gas. So before I get too far into this, I got both sides cut and welded. They are painted black and they are back on the car. So right now the 14 mil and the washer is not on there, and the spring is obviously still up pretty high on the shock. And how I preload this is pretty much I drop it right very slowly, and I'm gonna have to use like my screwdriver here and find the top of the strut and guide it into the hole, so that way when the car compresses, the rod of the shock is in here, and all I pretty much do is kind of bounce on it enough to where I can catch the threads, and then I can thread it in. And then the more I thread it, the more the spring becomes compressed, because I'm pulling the shock all the way out. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I disassembled my intake manifold and scrubbed it, washed it, dried it, and now I'm letting it sit in front of the heater to make sure all the moisture is gone. And then I realized I don't have any more paint. I used the rest of the cast aluminum on the transmission. I remember clearly because I was like shaking the can while spraying, trying to get every last bit out of the can. And that means tomorrow I am going to have to go to the store and get another can. I got like 3 cans of high temp primer, but not cast aluminum. So that's out of the question today. I'm gonna put that all in the box because all of that belongs to the intake manifold. Tomorrow I'll grab the intake manifold gasket, and then I'm gonna get a plug for this guy for the heater. I am not running it, so I'm gonna have to plug this one here, and then I have to plug this one here to eliminate that line altogether. And once that is done, I am pretty much gonna install the intake manifold and button up everything here, like map, TPS, fuel, so on and so forth. Suspension is on, everything is tightened up, the wheel is on temporarily for now just so I can get it back on the ground after I do the bumper exit, because I'd rather have the car elevated so that way my fat ass doesn't you know, struggle trying to get up and down to do measurements. With that being said, there's a meet going on tonight, and my homies didn't hit me up, so I don't know if they're still going or not. I know one was at a birthday party or in downtown getting wasted, and the other one just didn't hit me up. So I am probably going to clean up right now and probably mob solo to the meet. So I ended up not going to the meet. I put the bumper on and kind of test fitted the side exit, the 2.5 to 3 inches down there. The extra 3-inch pipe is right here. The teardrop is also in there. You can't really see it, but it's right there. Right now, it's currently flush to the back side of the bumper, and tomorrow I'm going to extend it so it can stick out of the bumper itself 1 inch or 1/2 inch, whatever. And I'll do all that tomorrow in another video. Right now, I'm currently cleaning out my wagon because tomorrow the Super Street, I think it's just pronounced Super Street, but it has the word eat in it because it is a food festival, and I'm going to be bringing the wagon out, stretch some legs. It's down the street from me anyways, so I'm probably going to spend an hour or so to pull the short block out of the wagon and clean the rest of the interior, so that way tomorrow I'll just wake up, wash it, throw my wheels on, and straight shot to the meet. With that being said, guys, I am going to cut the video here. If you guys want to see more progress, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to take you guys along with me tomorrow to the Super Street Food Festival. So thank you guys for watching another randomness of my video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.